1, 2. All right, Grenada, Carriacopini, Monica, and the rest of the world, we would like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program, people. It is my pleasure all the time to be here with you to talk to you about what's making the news tonight. And of course, we have a lot of things to tell you about. Of course, we did announce, for those of you who are wondering, we did announce on our page that we were going to have a delayed start to the program tonight. So here we are with our delayed start, and we would like to say thank you for joining us, and we do apologize for those of you who felt like the world was coming to an end when you did not see the program started. We're here, and of course we're happy to be with you as always. Let's take a look at what's making the headlines. Grenada netballers lost first game in Wales. We're going to tell you about that. Silver Sands is hiring. We'll tell you for what position. Prison to host sports meet as well. Speyside Jewelry makes a donation to the community library. Tragic death at Pearls. We're going to talk about that. And tourist claims that she was raped, thrown from a balcony at the Dominican Republic resort. At a Dominican Republic resort. There's a lot of talk that's been coming out of the Dominican Republic with regards to tourist treatment meted out to tourists, and of course the recent death toll and so on of American citizens who visit the Dominican Republic. We're going to talk about that and more in a moment, folks. We want to encourage you to share the live. For those of you who have not yet done so, please go ahead and hit the share button. When you do so, of course, many other people get to know that we are on here on the program. Welcome one and all to another Mikey Live. Of course, the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. We'll be back.
They're really saying, I see trees of green, red roses too, I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
The people say that is the best fete in the carnival. None of them holding secret for me. None of them. The St. Andrews Development Organization, in collaboration with Mr. Elimas Gilbert, say Specky Show 2019 will be a movie. You must wear it. Young man, love the rum more than the woman. From Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypsonian who empower women, singing Sandra.
The way you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home they can't, she can do that.
From St. Vincent, former soccer model, Calypso, and road match king, Posa. And top Grenadian artists. Stay tuned for more info. For vending, call 404-8131. Becky Show, August 4th, St. Andrews Rainbow City Festival weekend. The color is red.
Grenada Coalition of Service presents its annual Services Expo from the 18th to the 19th of July at the Grenada Trade Center. Doors open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come and be visible, network with businesses and people, form meaningful partnerships, enjoy quality entertainment during the day and afternoon from Matthias and the band, Kung Fu, Ezra and Staffen, and much, much more. Come, eat, drink, be entertained, and network your business. Services Expo 2019, the 18th to the 19th of July, where your potential is our passion.
For more information on Services Expo, please contact our office on 439-9275, or you can drop us an email on grenadacsi@gmail.com.
This event is sponsored by Caribbean Export Development Agency, Ministry of Trade and Cooperatives, Grenada Trade Center, and GBN.
The third annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
I own a cutlass. You see what I done with it? You want to swear it razor grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
This season is fun family time. You can focus on enjoying those special fun-filled moments that creates lasting memories with the ones you love. At Quartz, we're ready to make it happen. We'll help you find the right products to make those moments even more memorable. Quartz, bringing value home.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60, but as benefit expenses continue to rise and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
Yes, a little change today for a convenient and happy future. Again, we'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program. The first thing that we have to tell you about, boys, is Spice Girls. Yes, Grenada netballers, we lost our first game in Wales. Wales won a third successive summer test with a dominant display against Grenada, backing up victories over Malawi and Trinidad and Tobago. Wales led 17-14 after the first quarter and had increased their advantage to 36-27 at half time. Julie Honweg's side stormed into an 18-point lead in the third quarter, and there was no way back for Grenada. It was somewhat a struggle for us. We battled, but at the end of the game, we lost. Now, Wales failed to qualify for the 2019 World Cup, the first time they have failed to reach the tournament. Their 6-game summer test series ends with another encounter against Grenada at the Sport Wales National Centre on that was supposed to be later on today. All right, so just thought that we should tell you about that. Now, the next thing that we have to tell you about, boys, that Silver Sands, they're hiring, they're looking for duty engineers. They say that they're currently accepting applications for a duty engineer position with the resort to join the team at Silver Sands. Now, they are saying that if you have all-round experience as a duty engineer, if you have a positive and professional attitude and a great work ethic, if you also have a courteous disposition, a great smile and a passion to deliver excellent guest service, then they say they would like to get your CV and a letter of introduction to the duty engineer application in the subject box of their email. All right, so send them an email. Send them an email with the duty engineer application written at the top. All right, they would like to hear from you, like to see your CV, get a letter from you, explaining, a bit about yourself and so on. And yeah, send your emails to jobs@silversandsgrenada.com. They are saying that that's the only position that they have available now. So don't want to write other things in the email to say, well, I could do this too and I could do that. No. All right, good. All your prison sports is going to be happening tomorrow. That's right, the prison sports is going to be happening tomorrow at 11 a.m. and it's going to go until after 4:35, up there about, right? Say 4 teams, 20 inmates each, along with 200 spectating inmates are ready for the sports. And of course, they are inviting persons to check it out. You see that it is usually good. So if you're going to go there, expect that they're going to do the regular searches and so on, and familiarize yourself with the rules before showing up for the sports, because you could get yourself in trouble. You can run the risk of being denied. All right, so call, find out how you can present yourself so that you'll be accepted to be able to watch the sports. All right, we're not keeping you too long tonight. All right, of course, that's my promise to you. Spice Isle Jewelry makes a donation to the community. Yes, the Spice Isle Jewelry today donated 8 books by Grenadian novelist Dunbar Campbell. How many of you have heard about Dunbar Campbell before? So those books were donated to the Grenada Community Library and Resource Center. The book, titled Winds of Fedon, a Grenadian novel, it was presented to a volunteer of the library, and Miss Ali from the Spice Isle Jewelry, Ali, yes, made the donation. Folks, she was saying how happy they were to make that donation. You understand? And you don't hear these things happening all the time. So when you hear those things happening, of course, I'm happy. It's my pleasure to tell you about it. Now, Miss Ali gave reasons for the donation.
This is a book we're donating to the library, 8 books. It's called The Winds of Fedon, written by Dunbar Campbell. It's a book I read. It's impressive. It contains a lot of factual history of Grenada, and I found that everybody should read this book and know how proud we ought to be of our little island, the amount of history we have here. This is
yes, of course, there's a lot of history there. Now, the store manager, Alicia Phillip, she gave some insight in terms of what you can expect. Of course, giving you a little bit of, what should I say? Yes, insight on what the book entails.
We're handing over 8 of these books, copies that everybody should borrow and read. Thank you. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're handing over 8 of these books, copies that everybody should borrow and read.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was not. I think I would have skipped some. Had an error with that clip there, right? Now, yes, Miss Ali did encourage everyone to make sure that they pick up a copy of the book and read, because, like I said, it is very important for you to do so and understand a bit more about your history, understand a bit more about your culture.
Okay. This is Ruth from the Grenada Community Library. She's a volunteer there. This is Elisa Phillip, the store manager at Spice Isle Jewelry, and I am Miss Ali, the manager of Spice Isle Jewelry. This is a book we're donating to the library, 8 books. It's called The Winds of Fedon, written by Dunbar Campbell. It's a book I read. It's impressive.
Yes, thank you very much. I think I had a mix-up with that clip there, but I apologize for that, and I'll have that rectified for the next time we come back on the program. But going back to the point, it's a really good book. I took a little look into the book myself and thought that, You know, sometimes you hear about Fedan and this and that and the other, but you don't really get to know more than just hearing the name and tales that are told around the place. But the book somewhat summarizes, and it really gives an in-depth look of a great bit of our history. Now, Dunbar Campbell grew up in Grenada before enlisting in the United States Marine. He has spent the past 20 years researching and writing. Now, the book becomes his third novel, with The Bianca Sea Still Burns being his previous one. All right. Oh yeah. The thing that really struck people today was news of a tragic incident that took place in Pearls. Yo, it was somewhat a really sad day for his friends and colleagues who have found out how tragically his life would have ended. Now, the information came out around 2:30 thereabout, that there was this gentleman who was doing some work on what we know as a bobcat, one of those little machines, and something would have happened. We have no details on what would have happened, you know, and while he's working on it, that resulted in the machine crushing him to some extent. It was really bad. The footage I'm not able to show, but police say that they can confirm the incident, and they are actually investigating what really happened. His name was given as 30-year-old Timon Noel of Mount Hon. Yeah. I mean, pictures started circulating on social media today, on WhatsApp and all, videos, you know, showing what happened. So I'm pretty sure that many of you who are currently watching this program would have already had a look at the videos and pictures that has been circulating. And this picture was sent in to us. And they claim that this is a picture of the deceased. Of course, we couldn't independently verify that, you know, but someone would have sent it in to us, and we saw there was one of his family members, or who claims to be his family members, posting this very picture expressing condolence. But it was a tough one. They said that he was very versed in the operations or operating those machines, you know. He works in the area, as I understand it, the Pearls airstrip, to be exact, you know. No star. Pretty tragic end to his life. Of course, police are conducting their investigations, and as soon as we get more information, we'll be able to disseminate that to you. Grenadian farmers were yesterday updated on the use of imported chemicals into the country and their appropriate use, as well as a new range being produced. Representatives from the Caribbean Chemicals out of Trinidad, they were also in Grenada yesterday and engaged technical staff of the Ministry of Agriculture and farmers through what they regarded as an agrochemical symposium. Now, the session was an initiative of George F. Huggins Limited, which through farmers, the Farm and Garden Department is the import agent, for product sourced from the Caribbean Chemicals out of Trinidad. Now, it is not the first time that they're having such forums. I can clearly recall them doing the same last year, of course, helping out farmers to understand what the chemicals do to the plants and so on. A really good session, you know, so good going. All right, folks, we are going to continue We have more things to tell you about. It's going to be a pretty short program. Yes, pretty short program. So when we come back, there's a tourist who claims that she was raped, thrown from a balcony, etc., etc. But we're going to talk about that when we come back. And this, no, not Grenada, come on. The Dominican Republic will be back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
The people say that is the best fete in the carnival.
None of them holding secret for me. None of them.
The St. Andrews Development Organization, in collaboration with Mr. Eli Gilbert, say Specky Show 2019 will be a movie. You must wear it.
Some man love the rum more than the woman.
From Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypsonian who empower women, singing Sandra.
The way you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home they can't. She can do that.
From St. Vincent, former soccer monarch Calypso and road match king Posa. And top Grenadian artists. Stay tuned for more info. For vending, call 404-8131. Specky Show, August 4th, St. Andrews Rainbow City Festival weekend. The color is red.
This season is fun family time. You can focus on enjoying those special fun-filled moments that creates lasting memories with the ones you love. At Quartz, we're ready to make it happen. We'll help you find the right products to make those moments even more memorable. Quartz, bringing value home.
Grenada Coalition of Service presents its annual Services Expo from the 18th to the 19th of July at the Grenada Trade Center. Doors open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come and be visible, network with businesses and people, form meaningful partnerships, enjoy quality entertainment during the day and afternoon from Matthias and the band, Kung Fu, Ezra and Staffen, and much, much more. Come, eat, drink, be entertained, and network your business. Services Expo 2019, the 18th to the 19th of July, where your potential is our passion.
For more information on Services Expo, please contact our office on 439-9275 or you can drop us an email on grenadacsi@gmail.com.
This event is sponsored by Caribbean Expo Development Agency, Ministry of Trade and Cooperatives, Grenada Trade Center, and GBN.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60. But as benefit expenses continue to rise, and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rates in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? support the incremental changes, and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Alright, folks, there's a bizarre story being told by someone who says that they were raped. It's a crazy story. A Staten Island woman, now she's claiming that she was raped and thrown from a second-story balcony during a nightmare stay at the Dominican Republic resort last month, according to a news report. Now, the woman, who wanted to remain anonymous, told ABC 7 that she was staying at the Ocean Blue and Sand in June when the incident unfolded one afternoon pathway through her trip. She claimed she checked out a poolside bar where she met a couple also staying there who chatted her up and suggested sharing a few drinks, according to the report. Soon, she told the station she began feeling disoriented and believed that she had been drugged. She said things were starting to get blurry. And I kind of heard buzzing in my ear, like ringing, and that's when everything started to fade. She headed to her lounge chair, but it wasn't long before the 28-year-old man she'd been drinking with followed and grabbed her, she told the station. She said, "I remember being taken against my will to the room. I remember my pants being forced off. By then, her strength was nearly depleted, and she could barely speak," she told the outlet. She said, "I remember fear," she recounted. "I was crying during it." Now, police reports obtained by the station indicated that someone called 911 after spotting the woman fall from a second-story balcony with no bottoms on. She suffered a damaged spine, a gash in her hand that needed stitches, severe bruising and internal trauma that she described as her injuries from being raped, according to the report. Now, during the alleged victim's medical treatment, doctors never suggested a rape kit, despite the trauma she'd suffered, she told the ABC. But once she got the police involved, they determined that her injuries were consistent with rape and arrested the couple, according to the report. Now, the female suspect allegedly confessed to shoving the woman off a balcony during a fight that she claimed to have initiated upon discovering the tourist in the hotel room with her boyfriend. Now, both the woman and her boyfriend had been charged with sexual assault, attempted murder, violence against women, and robbery, but they have since been released on the equivalent of $1,000 bail each, according to the report. The alleged victim told the station that that's the same amount she'd spent on an attorney to ensure that her case gets prosecuted, which so far has been a challenge. It's a whole different country, she says, different rules. They don't care. They could have cared less if I died over there. They caught the people and they let them out. How do you do that? She says. That's what pisses me off the most, is that I know who did it and they might walk freely. And there's more and more and more that she tells about this story. Bizarre story being told by this woman. Of course, this comes at a time when the U.S. And certain quarters are saying that they need to investigate what's happening in the Dominican Republic with regards to U.S. citizens who visit there and mysteriously are dying. Folks, I want to remind you that you can check out the Grand Graphics. Right now they have a lot going on for them. They have a special on banners and stuff like that, all right? For persons who want to get their graphic work done, now is the time for you to get it done. You got to go check out the Grand Graphics, who are currently doing, so many work, and they deliver on time as far as I know. They've got the banners, the billboards, and so on. That's what they do. You can contact them at 435-1566 or 439-1566. You can also send them an email, info@grengraphics.com. It is now time, folks, for the National Report.
Network Connectivity to Health Facilities project handed over to the Ministry of Health. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, July 10th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. A giant step in access to healthcare in Grenada. On Tuesday, the National Telecommunications Regulatory Authority, NTRC, hosted a handover of the Network Connectivity to Health Facilities project to the Ministry of Health, Social Security and International Business. The system allows for access to patient information from medical stations, health centers and district hospitals. Minister for Health, Honorable Nicholas Steele, says the project will contribute to the social and economic development of Grenada.
It is with this investment in ICT into a public health system that we can implement now throughout all of our healthcare facilities, for instance, a PACS system, which is the picture and archiving communication system for x-rays, which means that this health center can access x-rays taken anywhere else in Grenada, in fact, anywhere else in the world where a PACS system is implemented. It means that our patients can come here to get their results. It means that our doctor can stay here and read the results of the x-ray done at any of our 2 facilities and soon to be 3 facilities that have x-rays throughout the island. It means that specialists worldwide don't have to travel to Grenada to look at just for x-rays. The same for almost all of our electronic, all of our medical results. The same for electronic medical records, which we have been speaking about significantly.
Honorable Gregory Bowen, Minister for Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities, Energy, Transport and Implementation, described it as a measure of advancement in the healthcare system.
We were able to provide connectivity to the end users and devices aimed to promote the better management of patient records and quicker access to health information. I am convinced that the benefits that will flow from this project will redound to the benefit of all and the advancement of the health sector.
The project has a 3-year warranty support from the Affordable Island Communications Incorporated. President of the company, Dave George, is looking forward to work with the NTRC.
This current project, in my view, is the most critical as it pushes our nation's healthcare system several steps into the 21st century. The computers and connectivity that are supplied in this project will enhance our doctors' and nurses' ability to provide advanced care.
The multi-million-dollar Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP, has been launched in Grenada's Sister Isles. It is expected to result in an improvement of life for many. We have more in this report from Jamon Adams, Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs.
The cause for youth empowerment in Carriacou and Petit Martinique could be advanced with the official launch of Grenada's US $14 million SIAP program in Carriacou. That note of optimism from Honorable Kendra Mathurin Stewart, Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs and Local Government and Legal Affairs. She was addressing the launch of the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program SIAP on Wednesday, July 3rd. Minister Stewart has high hopes for the potential benefits of the program to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique.
And we hope that this project, of course, will advance the cause for youth empowerment and, of course, to eradicate or reduce poverty, especially among our young women.
Program Manager Byron Campbell zeroed in on the program's target on young people between the ages of 16 and 35 who are unemployed, underemployed, or desirous of starting up their own business, specifically in the area of agriculture.
And we make no excuse about that. This project is not for everyone. It's going to target primarily young persons between the age of 16 and 35. Deliberately, young persons who are unemployed or underemployed, who want to go into business, who want to go into agriculture. So the project has a direct focus on those persons, small farmers in particular. Let me say briefly that this project the value of this project is about $14 million US. It is financed by the government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the International Fund for Agricultural Development.
The overall target of the program is 7,500 individuals throughout the entire country, dealing with 3 components within its 6-year tenure: business enterprise development, climate-smart agriculture, and program management. Technical Coordinator Aiden Futo says in addition to the entrepreneurial training and business development support services, grant financing will be given to individuals and groups.
The overall target beneficiaries is a total of 7,500 individuals, and that would be over the duration of the program. As it relates to the business grant, it would be 9,300 for the individual and 30,000 US as a group.
The launch was done in collaboration with the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Once SIEP is on the ground and is working with us as a community, I believe that we will be able to become more sustainable with the partners and understand our role in the bigger picture of climate resilience and climate activities that will be suitable for us.
This is the National Report. More news when we return.
Every summer, the Spice Island of Grenada is transformed into the Caribbean's biggest party, Spice Man.
Coming down to Grenada.
Come experience the warmth of our people, trending theme fetes, the revelry, the pageantry, and why we are the Jab Nation. The Kids Our Future shines on August 3rd in the Children's Carnival Frolic and the Junior Calypso Show. 7 beauties take center stage as the Queen of Carnival is crowned on majestic Thursday, August 8th. The prestigious Soca and Groovy Monarchs are crowned on Carnival Friday night, August 9th. Enjoy the pulsating rhythms of the Still Pan at the Junior and the Senior Panorama on Carnival Saturday, August 10th, and Real Steel, August 17th. The March Gras crowns the Calypso Monarch on Carnival Sunday, August 11th. 2 days of frolicking in the Caribbean sun kicks off on Monday morning, August 12th, with the biggest juve in the world, followed by pageant and Monday night mass. The creativity and splendor of our mass parades on the road Carnival Tuesday, August 13th. Join us in the Jab Nation of Grenada, August 8th to 12th for Spice Mass 2019. Many events, one carnival.
Welcome back. The exemplary leadership and charisma of Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will be the focus of a book being written by college professor and political sociologist Mr. Robert Millett. The book, which is 75% complete, is titled From Happy Hill to Parliament Hill, Exemplary Leadership and Charismatic Authority. Mr. Millett, who served as ambassador to the United Nations in the 1990s, told the Government Information Service he wants to capture Dr. Mitchell's leadership and what is responsible for his landslide victory in 3 separate elections.
He gives his entire life and to this country. His vision. He also has a vision of hard work, determination, and never say no. Never say never.
Mr. Millett, who is from Subi, says he has spoken to a number of people, including Dr. Mitchell's mother, leaders of the New National Party, and some of his former colleagues in New York. He says the Prime Minister is in support of the book, which will look at his early days and education in Chapter 1.
I spoke with him. I told him I'm thinking of writing a book about his successes, and he has always been extremely successful. My thing is I need to get just maybe an hour or 2 from him to write the concluding chapter for the book.
The first draft should be done by year end. Mr. Millett says he is sourcing publishers, and that list includes the University of the West Indies. That story just ended the national report for today, Wednesday, July 10th. Let's recap the top story. Network connectivity to health facilities project handed over to Ministry of Health. On behalf of everyone here at the Government Information Service who made this newscast possible, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and everyone else who were instrumental in the production of the national report. Let's take a look at the weather, see what's there. It says here in St. George's is about 28 degrees Celsius. Winds 0 kilometers per hour, humidity 85%, precipitation 59%. A good chance of some rain tonight, low being expected to be just around 26 degrees Celsius. Today's high was just about around 31 degrees Celsius. Of course, that's what we have for you for today. Again, we are seeing too that we might expect some rain tomorrow, God's willing. Only time will tell. That's as far as you can go for tonight. I ask that you stay put or be good. Well, we're going to be back with you with another program tomorrow, God's willing. Let's say hello to Suzette, Zaka, Ezron, Nika, Michi, Deborah, Shomin, Rolander, Ebony, Eunice, Wendy Ann, Trevelin, Anne-Marie Olive. Also, we see Shireen is there, and everyone else, man. Marcia, and the regulars with us. All right, Angel, I see you there as well. Everyone, Mandora, I see you, and everyone who's usually in the program, thank you for joining us. We'll be back with another program tomorrow, God's willing. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.